All right, so this is a video for the chicken. And remember, we're just going to start with the backstory, the problem, right? So right now it's asking me to do two things. I'm going to pretend like this isn't there because it's just really throwing me off. So now I'm just going to focus on finding f of 3. So if you remember, f of 3 is literally just saying, take an input of 3, put it into machine f, and what comes out is what we're looking for. So we just need to put 3 into machine f. So the better question is like, how do I do that? So I take machine f, I'm just going to copy it as is, and I'm going to put in 3. So in an equation, the thing in the parentheses is always the input. So you want me to input 3. So that just means every time I see an x, I'm going to replace all the x's, which represent the input, with 3, which is the input that I want. And then I'm going to distribute. So negative 2 times 3 is negative 6 plus 15. Negative 6 plus 15 is 9, and that's it. So f of 3 was 9. So 3 went in, 9 came out. All right, so that's not so bad. Now we have to repeat it because that really wasn't the original problem. Now I have to uncover this part here. So what I need to do now is find g of 2 as if this doesn't exist. So I'm just going to find g of negative 2. So it's the exact same question as before. I have to put negative 2 into machine g. And the question is like, how do I do that? And I'm going to replace the x's just like I did before. So g of x is these bars, negative 3, x plus 2. Sorry, that x looks weird. Fix it. All right, so if I want to put negative 2 into this machine, all I'm going to do is replace all the x's with negative 2 and keep everything else as is. So bar, negative 3, x is now input, which is negative 2, plus 2 bars. All right, and again, don't ever change the g of negative 2. This is the question, so don't change it. But what I can do is try to get these bars to be around one number. So the goal is to turn lots of numbers inside the bars to one number inside. So the first thing I see is negative 3 times negative 2, which is 6. And then I've got a plus 2. So 6 plus 2 is 8. And I don't want the bars to ever stay there, but once I do have one number in the bars, I can take the bars out by making sure that what's in there comes out positive. So since 8 is already positive, it stays as an 8. If it were negative 8, this would turn into an 8 as well, because it's always how far we are away from 0. So numbers in the bars, when we drop the bars, they always stay positive. If it starts positive, it stays positive. If it's negative, it turns positive. So what I know about that then is that when I put negative 2 into machine G, an 8 came out. And then you would think that we're all done, except no, there's more to do. So if you look back at the original problem, it said find f of 3, check, we did that. Find g of negative 2, great, we did that. And then put a plus sign between the two. So we're just taking the two numbers that we got and then adding them together. So our final answer here is 17. All right, so short story is take this, put it into f, get your answer. Number goes in, number comes out, that's the number we want. Negative 2 goes in, number comes out. So once we've got the two numbers, just add them together and that's it. Hope that helps.